All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Vick to throw it. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now this throw caught left side. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Vick operating on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Vick. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up. 96, Mike 96. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, it's Johnson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Here's Locke. Screen play, Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Uncorks one for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right?
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Isaiah McKenzie, 77 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. From the gun, Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score,
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They give to Johnson going right. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vic swings it out to the flat for Freeman. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go now. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
3rd and short yardage, Vic. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll throw again. Here's Vic. Gets it off to Freeman. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14 to nothing.
You got him. You got him.
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this 1st half. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vic. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. The throw on 2nd down from Vic, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Operating from the gun. Vic dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. What a 1st half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
3 down.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Johnson running right. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
6-6, pull it high.
A final shot before half for Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Throwing on first down is Locke. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Freeman again. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Vick out of the gun. That was going to throw deep back over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Down, 30 base.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Snap.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This one caught by Davis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Block now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Locked to throw for it on 4th. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 18. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They run, Devontae Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down. Check three. Mike 96, Mike 96.
Go. On the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Davis. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Let's go.
And the Titans first down.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And an alley to run. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
That's it, baby. We gon' work.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Freeman. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Falcons, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.